Freak subbed in for Patrick Beverly. So on the floor for Houston. Freak in at point guard. Terrence Jones out there with Thornton. Then it's Harden, and it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. Burks dishes to Powell. Right at the free throw line. Hits the front of the rim and out. Rockets leading by 12. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Quinn Snyder. He told me that he's looking forward to this matchup. Their first look at this team so far this season. He said they'll look to play up defensively. As usual, their length and shot blocking a great deterrent inside. Kevin?
Great stuff, Doris. Thanks. That's a mantra we're going to hear, I think, a lot from coaches. Defense first.
You know, we always do, but it really rings true with this group. When they get all 5 guys keyed in at the defensive end, I think they make things very difficult for the opponent.
Yeah, and I think every single possession is going to be a battle in this one. That's what I'm expecting anyway.
It's Harden with the drive. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Here's Burks, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. 6 on the shot clock from deep Harden. And he gets the bucket. Harden's got 11 points.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Hayward outside. Dishes to Exum. The feed to Burks. The Jazz working the ball around now. 3-pointer. The Rockets pull it in. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Exum with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Hayward on the wing. The 11-footer breaks a big height bounce and goes in. Hayward's got it back down to single digits for the Jazz. Freak. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Rockets ahead. They lead by 8. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
Boys. Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
And Derek Favors known for his work ethic, and he talked about his focus on developing his...
I just want to get better. I just want to keep improving as a player throughout the year, just get better, keep making strides.
Well, the desire is there, and sounds like the commitment that he's showing is to how far, Greg, you think he can go?
Well, you talk about desire and commitment, and then you throw in the fact that he has the talent.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Terrence Jones comes in for Josh Smith. James Harden, he's checked in for Corey Brewer. And Freak subbed in for Ty Lawson. Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Then it's Exum, and it's Powell in at the center. That's the group right now for Utah. Hayward on the wing. They set the screen. Teardrop shot, and Capella sends it back. Well, who's had the hot hand from the 2 position over the last 10 games? Highest field goal percentages right here on the 2K leaderboard. James Harden, 3rd.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
Boy, it does smooth things out for a team to have a two-guard like one of the guys we're seeing there. I mean, you don't need to draw up anything fancy for these fellas. Just call an isolation, and they'll get you something good.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Rockets trail by 3. Freak kicks to Jones. Pass to Freak. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Harden. Can't get it to go. Hayward with some nice D. So for the Jazz, their last game, a loss to Golden State.
Yeah, they were in a funk from the field in that game. Credit the defense, though, because even when they got open looks, no rhythm to knock them down.
Hey, guys. Hey, every team has a night like that on occasion. It happens. Hey, we call them gong games. You just want to hit the gong, forget about them, and move on.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Utah.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And that one falls for Jones. Utah leading. Kicks to Hayward. 1:10 left to play here in the half. No good. And the Rockets take it the other way. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And the jam by Harden.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Thornton for 3. Rebound, Gordon Hayward. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Powell, the pass to Hayward. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Harden kicks to Freak. The 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists tonight. Utah trailing here. And here's Exum. Pass to Hayward. Good if it goes. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And that's a big bonus for him to end the quarter as he just beats the buzzer.
That's superb clock management there, maximizing every second of the clock in that situation. Well done.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. I like the number of assists we've racked up. That says a lot about the way we've been running our offense, and there's no reason we can't get more. Keep finding the open man. Ball secure.
All right, fans. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating their offense.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And so in the game for the Rockets. Freak in at shooting guard. Thornton out there with Jones. Then it's Lawson. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Feeds it to Thornton. Takes a three. Utah with the rebound.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
That's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Here's Powell. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. 5 on the clock. Here's Burks. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Yeah, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Here's Freak. Drills it from outside. Freak's got 8 points.
That's been their bread and butter in the second half. They've really knocked down their long-range shots.
And as hot as they are, no need to play conservative. Keep firing away.
They set the pick. Now, here's Exum. Lawson defending. Now, Exum. The shot. And the shot is long. Thornton dishes to Lawson. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Now, here's Burks. D right on him. Three-pointer, and Capella sends it back. The shot's good from Lawson. Now it's a 6-point Rocket lead.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's the screen. Here's Exum. But they recover it. Stefan. The Jazz again can't hit it. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Rockets lead by 6. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Energy Solutions Arena in Salt Lake City. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. This win,
Well, James, it certainly seemed the entire team stayed with the game plan and stayed focused to try to play at the pace you're looking to.
Yeah, they did a good job. Very good job. We tried to push the ball as much as possible.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, James Harden. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
He was great. 6 3-pointers tonight. Solid effort from beyond the arc. Without his contribution on the perimeter, the offense would have been stagnant and they wouldn't have had lanes. He really opened the floor for them.
Well, he came to rescue the team tonight, Ernie. Things were getting desperate for him, and the consecutive losses kept mounting. But he put them on his back, and he responded exactly the way he needed to.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
You have 4 main options as a shot blocker.
We give you round 2 results of the Road to the Final.